Oh, all right, everybody. This is our break. Yeah, first case, full case break, 2014 Topps Jumbo. Pretty excited. I love Jumbo. Our last Jumbo case sucked the herd of chipmunks. I'm just gonna put it out there. But this one, I've got a feeling this one's gonna be awesome. And if not, the next one will be. No, they'll both be awesome. It's cool. It's cool. Don't panic. Alright. There we go, guys. Here we go. Look at the first break is full. The second break is still open. Here, let me give you that link. And make sure I'm linking you to the right site. I got a dozen things open right now. I gotta log in. What is it? It's this. Okay. Box one, guys. I'm having a conversation with P-Scale and the other yeah, that's what it was. And I don't know if I don't think it was personal, but it was definitely there. Well, we're starting off with a green auto. A green auto to begin. Let's see what we got. Oh, let's see if it's bold. That's all we need is no streaks, and this is a huge hit. Well, a great hit. Dang. It's not as bad as most, but it's still probably not a 10. No, it's not a 10. I'll tell you that right now. Yeah, probably because my message got cut off. It was probably kind of confusing. Franklin Barreto. I think it's funny he thought there was some other option that was going to happen. Like something else would happen besides what happened. After all that. Oh well. Yeah, the keyboard, you know how it's got the tabs in the back? Well, one of them broke, so it doesn't sit even. Plus, I type like an elephant in a china shop too, so. You know, I think college guys probably get asked for their signature, right? Maybe even high school kids. Is it freaking out everywhere? I see it bumping, but I don't see it happening on Ustream. Just on Zach Borenstein. See, P-Scale, I told you there was an angel. The typing made it worse. I only see it jumping around on Breakers TV. I don't see it doing it on Ustream, and so that means it's a Breakers issue. Unless you're watching Ustream and it's still doing it. Well, we got a blue refractor of Levon Washington for the Indians. $3 days too late. It's never too late. Breakers keeps jumping, and then we just lost our bandwidth for a second too. But Breakers, it keeps flickering for me. Mark Trumbo, Cole Stewart, and that's just one of their issues. Every time I type, the screen goes out. That's terrible. Jason Hirsch, David Ortiz, Maikel Franco. Chris Bryant chrome. Pretty well centered. A little off top to bottom, but it could still 9.5. Wow, 2 color autos in this box. And a nice one for the Braves. Jason Hirsch. So we started off really well. 2 really good autos. Jason Hirsch and Cole Stewart 2.0. Cole Stewart 2.0 was our first auto. Yeah, it's just something wrong with their streaming. You know, they added all those ads and everything on the site went to hell. All right, guys. So box 1, 2 color autos. That's not bad. Jedi, these are not the droids you're looking for, okay? Can you please leave Breakers alone? Bell isn't very good. Hold on, let me turn on links for you. Okay, you got to post that link again because it censored it out. John, I used to do a lot of voiceover work. That was one of my. It wasn't constant. That was the only problem, but it paid. Voiceover work pays really, really well, and so that's my microphone for that. But I don't really do much of it anymore. Daniel McGrath for the Red Sox. But I would, I could get a few thousand just for a couple hours worth of work. It was great, just not steady. Johnny Carson. Yeah, see, Breakers is going nuts for me right now. It's flashing all over the place. Didn't I pull you an elite auto of his? See, I told you the Rays were a good team. He's a Ray. Dylan Floro to 500. 20 of 500. That's a 2 of 50. That's a 1 of 25 right there. eBay 1 of 20. That's like an orange refractor. It's not orange, but it's just like one. You can put that in your eBay listing. Say Houdini said so. Got a blue refractor of Orlando Arcia. Orlando Arcia for the Brewers. We hit a lot of Brewers color the other night, too. All one guy. I think we hit like a gold of him and something else. $85 a box. Francisco Lindor chocolate? No, that's Francisco Liriano. I was close. All right, I wasn't close. But, I don't know what else to say about that. Moving on. Easy, easy. Got orange paper, Timmy Slim Jim Lincecum. Got a Cato to 500 for the Yankees. Yeah, something like that. Julio Urias, blue mini. Nice card. For a mini, it's a nice hit. You gotta market it better. An orange refractor. Uh-oh, here's a nice one. Nice little base auto there. A Mookie Betts. Let me take a gander. I like it. That's gonna get you a 9-5-10 all day. All day long. If whoever has the Red Sox, if you want to submit that with me, that's getting a 9-5-10. I'm just gonna put that out there right now. And guys, if you hit anything you want to submit in that and you want to save your shipping, just let me know. Post it in a thread and I'll pull it out before I ship it. Andrew McCutcheon. He kept taking my gold. Masahiro Tanaka, mini. There's a Chris Bryant chrome in there too. Well, I mean, I'm not saying I'm not saying that it wouldn't get a 10. I don't ever predict 10s. I predicted a 10 one time, the card got a 9. Although I predicted 4 10s for myself, I said these 4 cards get 10s. And 2 got 9.5s and 2 got 10s. That's pretty good. But, dude, there's so much that goes into it where it's just kind of on a whim that you can't really predict a 10. I mean, you can look at a card and say this is the best card in my lot, you know, and it get an 8.5 and another card get a 10. You just never know. But I like that Mookie Betts. If that Mookie Betts got a 10, I wouldn't be surprised. But I did have somebody tell me, only submit the cards that would get 10s. Well, you know, you can't do that, so I didn't submit any of his cards. 492 out of 500 because, you know, then if I hit him all 9.5s, it's like I failed. You know, it's like, wait, these are only 9.5s. I told you only submit 10s. I'm like, come on, man. Victor De Leon, Jose Abreu. The centering on the Jose Abreu chromes isn't great. It's tough to find a 9.5, you know, in a stack. I think I found like 40 or 50 in a stack of 500. So like 1 in 10. And then some of those got 9s. None got 10s, which is crazy. I submitted so many cards, you'd think some of them would have got a 10, but none of them did. Hunter Renfroe to 500. Do the creators drink before or after lunch? Billy Burns for the Nationals. Unless you got his base card and then it's an Oakland A. All right, Dane, post in a thread for me, bud. Otherwise, I won't remember. C.J. Edwards. But yeah, if any card was a 9.5 or better, it's that one. Orange paper, Jeff Smargia. He's not a Cub anymore. Nick Castellanos mini. No. Not unless... I wouldn't send in a Josh Hader red ice. I mean, unless you really thought that the worst grade it could get's a 9.5. Unless he's got a bigger following than I think he does. Oh, well, there it is. Double X says yeah. Oh, a red refractor. I thought you said red ice. Yeah, I would grade a red refractor. Uh-oh. Check us out. Little old Chris flexing for the Mets. Something, something. All right. I'll take it. Let's tweet that one out. That's a nice little card right there. Little old 101 auto. Alright, tweeted that out. It's a nice little card right there. I've never played it. I've never played Clash of Clans. Of course, I mean, I only play video games when I'm sitting on the shit jacket anyway, so, I'd only have about 10, 15 minutes a day. Xander Bogaerts. My brother just built a football game for Apple, and he said it tanked. But he's got a couple other games he does pretty good with. He's got a bowling game and some other stuff. I think his bowling game's on the Android too. I'm not sure. Sell it to you for double. I'm looking for you, buddy. $500. Actually, that'd probably be a good price for a Tapia plate, to be honest with you. They have a contract with somebody else who buys them, basically. Andrew Tolles, check out the Rays. They hit both autos. So they've got somebody who contacts them, and I'm not on that end of it, so I don't know the exact details. But somebody contacts them and says, hey, can you use your buying power to get me 10,000 jerseys? And that's what they do. It's a win-win, We get to get rid of garbage cards, and the company buying gets to get all their cards from one spot, and then Blowout gets a little piece of the action, so it works out. Oh yeah. That was pretty cool. It's kind of cool pulling 2 of the Bryant plates. It doesn't quite make up for the fact that I didn't hit the superfractor, but a red and 2 plates is pretty damn good. Yeah, a year later you hit the Seiko. Ryan Stanek to 500. He's a Ray. Yeah, I've pulled 2 actually. Clint Frazier, little old Clint Frazier, something for the Indians. 235. Josh Hader 8. That means I pull too much wax. This product right here is the most of any product I've ever opened. But I'll probably surpass that with draft, just because draft is so much more popular, with basically my clientele. I mean, they like Bowman. I mean, obviously you guys all like Bowman. We could run a Bowman break every night. But when draft comes out, that's probably going to be my bread and butter until, May of 2015. Yeah, that's cool. It's not yellow. That's awesome. Daniel Polka. I just sold his red 1 of 1 for $75. $75. Well, I haven't gotten paid yet, but the guy I saw, he said, yeah, let's do the deal. Christian Binford for the Royals. I wish. The Christmas time break. Yeah, that was a pretty fun break. Chris Bryant Chrome. That wouldn't be one I'd submit. It's only slightly off in centering, but it's slightly off both ways, and that's like it's like a double-edged sword. It's almost exponential. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with Super Jumbo. I'm going to try to get some, but they're so crazy limited, it's crazy. But I'm going to try to get some. I do have some Jumbos, I think. Blowout's got me some coming. And I think I've probably got... They asked me how many cases of regular. I said, try to set me aside 100, so... I'll try to do the break with some kind of a mix. I don't know if we'll be able to do a 50-50 mix. One, that'll be pretty expensive, and two, it's really hard to get that many cases, but I could try. Yeah, that wasn't bad, was it? We'll do that again this Christmas. We'll do it again. Casey Masoner. Super Jumbo is 6 box cases. Each box has 10 packs of 60 cards. 5 autos per box, 30 autos per case. Yeah, we haven't hit a lot of wave. I think we had a wave in the last case, but it wasn't an auto. You know, but that stuff's streaky. You'll go like 5 cases with no waves, and then you'll go 5 cases and you'll hit like 7 wave autos. Yeah, Sean, hold on a second. This link right here will give you both chat rooms. So you can watch the channel is Breakers, but you'll be able to see both chat rooms. That'll let you keep up so you don't think I'm going crazy. Chris Kohler for the A's. I was pretty slow on that shipping too. You probably didn't get them until, you know, mid-January, which would be a bad time to sell anyway. Chris Bryant Chrome. Marco Scudero. Mookie Betts. Yeah, that's cool. I figured break 2 would fill, to be honest with you. We got green paper, Johnny Cueto. DUI, Delino DeShields. Oh, green refractor. Oh, yeah. 2 of 75, and that is a 9.5. If you've got the Cubs, you want me to grade that, I'm your man. I got you. That will come back BGS 9.5 or better. I know there aren't very many. I've only hit a couple. Oh, no way! Man, this case kicking ass. Holy hell. Purple auto. You ready? We were just talking about him. Josh Haderade. Josh Haderade. Ten of 10. It's going to get a 9 on centering, but you could still gem it. You could still gem that one. Yeah, I looked at the back. I mean, it's off on the back, but I've gotten a lot that are off on the back and they still 9.5. The back can be off pretty bad and still 9.5, so I think it's good. I mean, it could come back a 9, but Carl Crawford. Basically what the grader told me is if the front looks okay, your back almost doesn't even matter. You know, the back's got to be like 90-10 for it to affect the grade. But if they're both jacked, then keep the card at home. Much better than a bell. With the hater, it's like a 50-50 shot. It's one of those cards that if it was mine, I'd send it in, and if it came back a 9-10, you know, I'd be like, well. But it does have a chance at a 9.5. But you know, I'm not as confident as I am about the other cards. Yeah, yeah. Some of the minis are crazy, but the good thing about the minis is that the centering may look worse than it is because the card is so small. Then the centering is less glaring when they actually measure it out as to what it looks like. You know? Does that make sense? I guess what I mean is the centering on a mini isn't always as bad as it looks. Just because it's more noticeable. Wow, look at that. What a case. Oh my gosh. Jose Abreu. This will not gem, but it is a refractor auto. Jose Abreu, 112 out of 500. And it's probably going to be a 9. Because that's an 8.5 centering right there. But still, holy crap. What a case. Let's go ahead and tweet these 3 cards out. They are pretty impressive. Royals it is, but not at 10 day. I mean, if you're going to grade that card, I would grade it at the cheapest way possible. You know? Does that make sense? Just because if it comes back a 9, you know, you've basically wasted $12. And no matter how confident you are, just about any card can come back a 9. You know, you could grade a 10 and it could come back, you know? All right, hold on. There's some really nice hits right there. Yeah, that's a good point. 9.5 minimum. With the big gradings, they said that if we're gonna do a minimum, he wants the whole order to be a minimum. Which makes sense, you know. So that's why I've been trying to stay away from those. Jose Abreu. Yeah, it seems like it, right? Yeah, dude, I don't know. But that is definitely a tough call. I mean, it's rare. It's rare. It's numbered to 2. It's a sticker auto, although they did it well, you know. It's Inception, which usually has a lower resale rate than other cards. It's a top prospect. The book is really awesome. The letter kicks ass. You know, I don't know. That's a tough one. Leonardo Molina. I think I'd put it up with just a crazy buy it now. I mean, something ridiculous. Like, say the number that you would be really, really happy with and triple it. And then put it up as a buy it now and accept offers. I think that's the only safe way to sell it. Aaron Hill, Maikel Franco. Pedro Alvarez. H.M. Baldwin, what's happening? Byron Buxton mini. I didn't click on the remix, but I'm planning to. They like I like blowouts when they come up with some crazy ideas because, you know, it's kind of like that pizza commercial. They don't care if they fail. You know, they're going to throw out some crazy ideas, and if some of them come out good, great. If some of them don't, oh well. You know? It's smart on their part to keep it, you know, keep it mixed up. Oh, wow, look at that, another one. Unfortunately, it's Justin Williams for the D-backs. It's a nice looking card, though. That's our second Affleck. Perfect game. Jamison Tyen. Mookie Betts. Yeah, definitely sounds reasonable. A D-back hit, wow. I got you. Next, I'll be hitting Padres. I already hit 2 Rays. I'm trying to hit everybody on on JMP's list. Yeah, it is. I was like, man, that's loud. Micah Johnson. I worked all night, and I went to sleep at 4 p.m. and I got up at 7 p.m. I do need some Chick-fil-A, that's for real. Wendell Rijo. Chris Bryant Chrome. No, black refractors aren't necessarily hard grades. I had a really hard time grading Sterling. Sterling was a tough grade for me this year. I did worse on Sterling than I did on any product all year. And then the wave autos were really tough on me. You know, where I'm averaging 90%, 9.5 or better. On the wave autos, it was like 60%, 9.5 or better. And on the Sterling hits, it was like 50%. It was really bad on Sterling. And I think that one of the graders I had, he just put every corner at 8.5, even if it didn't deserve it, just because I think he was tired of looking at him. But I mean, I understood it on a couple of them because the back corners can be soft on Sterling for whatever reason. Whatever process they used, it resulted in a lot of cards having tough back corners. No, centering was okay. I mean, I didn't grade the bad centering, so yeah. But Kettle Marte to 500. I like Sterling because it's a little easier on the prospects to judge the centering than say on a Bowman card. So I could usually pick that out pretty well. But you're right. I mean, centering was bad, but I just didn't send those in. What killed me on Sterling was corners. I mean, just slaughtered on corners on Sterling. You know, I'd send in 20 Bowman Chrome and 20 Sterling. And 18 Bowman Chrome would be 9.5s, and 10 Sterling would be 9.5s. I mean, it was bad. Marcus Seaman rookie to 25. I don't have any trouble really with scratches. I've got a pretty good eye on what will grade on surface and what won't. You know, I get really good surface grades, so I'm pretty confident in my surface eye. It's you know, edges every once in a while I'll get hit on edges, and I'm like, what in the hell? You know, where did that come from? And corners, you know, corners are pretty obvious, so they're kind of easy. Centering can be tough. I mean, sometimes you'll look at a card so long and you're like, yeah, it'll make it. And then it comes back and you're like, why in the hell did I grade that card? You even think they might have switched them because it's so bad. Like, there's no way I graded that, but you did. All right, guys, we got one box and one pack to go. I do okay with PSA. They're a little bit harder because I'm so used to BGS now. But I do okay with PSA. You know, if I think a card's going to get a 10, it usually does. If not, you know, I'm going to probably get a 9.5. But all right, guys. Last box here. Let me put these away. yeah. We got Trinquand. If I'm grading vintage, I'm going PSA. If I'm grading modern, I'm going Beckett. Unless the auto's horrible. If the auto's horrible and I know it's going to get a 9, I will go PSA on a modern card. But only if I'm sure I'm going to get a 10. I mean, otherwise, you know, you don't want a 9. But if the auto is abysmal, everybody knows the auto's abysmal. I don't need a grade to tell me that the auto's bad. I'm going to go ahead and go with PSA on that card. And I've done that a couple times with success, so... You know, especially somebody who's routinely a bad auto. You know, the people buying it know it's a bad auto. So if you can get a PSA 10 on those as opposed to a, you know, a BGS 9.5 with a 9 auto, that's the way to go. Yeah, they ran out of the chips. They said that, you know, we could either get a couple with chips and the rest without, or we could get them all without. So they just went all without. You know, I haven't even seen the option of a no auto grade. Another Billy Burns. That would probably be, you know, a smart deal. It's just, you know, you kind of get something when you get that PSA 10 as opposed to a BGS 9.5. I've never seen the option, but I mean, it makes sense. Well, 2 minis, bonus. You know, next they're going to have subgrades on the autos. Penmanship and uniformity. And uh-oh, the Rays are on fire. Dylan Floro, 3rd Rays auto. Wow, our 3rd one. That's crazy. Trey Ball. Trey Ball in the serial killer look. I will kill you and eat your dog. Trey Ball. Trey Ball, what? Red Sox, right? Jesse Winker. Red Ice, or I'm sorry, Purple Ice, Carlos Santana for the Indians. Alright guys, let's see if case 2 can be as good as case 1, huh? We'll have to update the OP and run the random, but we're ready to go. We've got a blue mini of Renato Nunez. Matt McPherson to 500. All right, guys, let's recap it. Well, in a second. We'll recap it in a second. Get a nice picture too here. So a purple and a plate auto. That's pretty impressive. And three Afflecks. All right, guys, here's our recap. We've got Urias, Polka, Austin, and Nunez, blue minis to 250. Levon Washington, Orlando Arcia, Victor DeLeon, and Chris Bostic, those are to 250. We've got a Chris Bryant green refractor. I really like it. I think it's a 9.5. Carlos Santana, purple ice. Zach Borenstein, McGrath, Mookie Betts, Billy Burns, Andrew Tolles, Benford, Masner, Kohler, Molina, Johnson, Trinquan, Burns, and Floro, base autos. Then we've got Floro to 500, Morgan, Jose Abreu to 500. Nice card. Kettle Marte. Then we've got 3 Affleck autos. 1, well, they're perfect game, but you know what I mean. 2 and 3. And then we've got 4 color autos. Jason Hirsch, Lewis Thorpe, Josh Hader, purple, to 10. It's actually 10 of 10. And then 1 of 1, Chris Flexen for the Mets. So a really great break. I mean, all said and done, we did awesome. Let me go ahead and get a picture of that and save the video.